Fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hard, 180. You want this? Hey, no, easy. Mark 38, Mark 38. Hey, Mark 7.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. And he finds Penny. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And Jennings has it. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Seahawks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. That's caught by Penny. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll throw again. Cousins. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
42, Alpha. 42 the money. You can't, man.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll try and run forward with Penny. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receiver...
And he hit, and the ball is jarred free. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling right, the right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here we go, G, get off the field. Gun. Hey, exit. Don't get nervous. 38 to Mike. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block.
Third and long for Cousins. And he's got Lockett. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now Rashad Penny. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Cousins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
88. Check 52.
First and 10 at the 49.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the safety quick side. He's crashing. Right. Kill. Inside. Hey, black. Go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going, and this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Brings up second and 8 at the 9.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got his target. That's Moore. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, receiver. Hey, seam 6.
On 2nd down and 4, Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Can't. Under 10.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Cousins the thrower. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Over.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike's boom. Mike's 49. Back north. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 49's the Mike. Watch 49.
Now Rodgers throwing again. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
49 now. You got 58. Here we go. 26. Here we go. Out. Hey, take 26. Box it. Smoke.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Switch. Hey, 88. 49 to Mike.
Rodgers again now. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Rodgers going to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Hey, Charlotte! Spot! No! We are going. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
What's on? We got 4. First. 5. Here we go. Mark 38. Mark 38.
To throw it is Cousins. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. He went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoid.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up 1st downs.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Yellow. Hey, Haywood. 42. One. Here we go. Mike's 4-2. We got to get the ball, D. Listen to me.
Cousins on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, echo. Watch the screen.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 3-yard line.
319. Go. Go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. Able to make one man miss, but he will be corralled around the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
319.
In your face.
319.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers. Lost the football. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score Seahawks 7, Packers 9.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Completes it to Samuel. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. He finds it open, and he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Switch up. Back north. Get right.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he loses the football a second time. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
It's a pickup of 3.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Graham. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jaron Reed able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jonathan Joseph will get the credit for the sack. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Exit. 59. Mike, 59. Let's go, D. Let's go. 59, Mike. 59, Mike.
To throw, Cousins. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Hey, 626.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
A gain on the play.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Over here. 50. Check 13. Undercrush.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Box it. Can't do better. Can't 300. Go. 54.
Now Rodgers. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case, remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
158. 54 miles. Jump out.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Jones. They find some open field here. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Team 6.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. One last shot now for Cousins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow.